Hi everyone. Um, I'm Ambie, and this is my amateur art stream. Today I'm going to be painting some Stuffed Fables minis. Uh, so last time I painted these ones, which are a couple of the main characters, and I'm finished with those. So I was going to start doing some of the scary monster guys this time, which is these crawly things. These are really scary. They remind me of Toy Story. But yeah, so I'll just start doing that now. Alright. Hopefully the sound and everything works and you can see the video okay. Hi Kabuki. Alright, so this is the picture of the bad guys. They're like little dolls with, I don't know, lobster robot crab things. But they're basically like the really scary things from Toy Story. So, and they come with 4 of them, I think. I couldn't find any more, so I'm pretty sure there's just 4. And I'm going to paint them all similarly, I think. Um, yeah, I think these are like the scariest figures. Or at least I find them the scariest in this game. I don't know what other people think. Yeah, Roy says Scotty hates them too. Yes. They're scary. So how's everyone's week going? Does anyone have anything exciting planned for International Tabletop Day? That's this Saturday. I forgot about it, so I don't have anything planned. Um, although I might be playing Stuffed Fables, so gotta get this painted. Okay, so my method of painting is just, oh gosh. I have these acrylic paints that I get from Michael's when they're on sale. Here's my white one, because I use a lot of white. Oh, TGIB finished. Yeah, I had to leave that one early because I was getting ready for this. Hi, Dutch Yoda. So many streams. Alright, so I'm trying to make their face color right now, which is like a creepy, pasty, whitish, I don't even know, whitish gray color. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I don't know why they moved Tabletop Day either. I never was able to celebrate it though. It was always like, and I guess I still am not really celebrating. I should use a smaller brush. Like I'm not intentionally celebrating it. I'm not doing anything special for it. Just like normal gaming. But yeah, it was always like the weekend of my birthday in April, and I would be visiting my family at home. So like I wouldn't be able to go to any of the events that they have here. And then this year I just hadn't really heard much about it. But yeah, so I don't even know if like my local store is doing anything for Tabletop Day this year. Because I didn't see anything on their calendar when I looked. And usually they have some sort of event. Right, can you see the menu okay? I don't know. I just painted the face with the color, and I'm going to do that to all 4 of them. This is just like a rough first coat. And then I'll do that for like all of the different colors, I guess, and then start doing more details for a second coat if needed. Oh, they have ears too. Okay. Excited, Roy asked if I'm excited for Dice Tower Con. Yes. Didn't I post on your Facebook that I was excited? Yeah. I'm also going to Disney World for a couple days before Dice Tower Con. So I'm excited for that because I like Disney. So I'll probably be pretty tired. Yeah. This is the first time I've painted multiple minis that are the same because I do not have extensive mini painting experience. This is like the second game that I've painted, minis wise. I painted the Tzolk'in gears, but those aren't really minis, those are just gears. But yeah, a long time ago I painted Last Night on Earth, all the minis there. And the zombies, I had them all different, I think, so. But this one I'm gonna do them all the same. Okay. So now all of them have some sort of face thing. Okay, and then the crab part is like gold colored, so I'll just make it like a yellow or something. I don't know. I did get some silver like metallic paint at Michael's at some point, but it's in the other room, so I'm too lazy to get it. So I'm just gonna do, yeah. They probably wouldn't look too metallic anyway. They're like old, rusty toys. So I'm not gonna go for a metallic color there. Oh, okay. These are eyes or something. I see. Okay. So I don't care about like staying in the lines in the first coat because I'm gonna be painting other stuff. Like I'll be doing more careful painting with other stuff to cover up the mistakes. And I'm spilling over into the base, but that's okay because I'll just paint the base a different color. so many nooks and crannies in here. This is tough because the spidery leg things are all. It's hard to get under them. Just keep poking at it. I guess it doesn't matter if the underside is perfect because it's not like people are going to be looking at the bottom of them when I think it's really hard to see the bottom anyway because the base is in the way. Oops. Dropped it. Well, that's another thing. Whenever I paint, like I end up getting paint all over my hands and sleeves. So, but with acrylic paint, if you wash it quick enough from your sleeves, it'll be okay. I learned that a long time ago. Jeez. So this weekend is UK Games Expo and CMON Expo and Tabletop Day. There's a lot of like board game stuff going on this weekend, huh? It's kind of So are there any games that anyone in the chat is looking forward to that are coming out soon or looking forward to playing soon? I haven't been keeping track of new games that much. I've been playing older games. I finally started Pandemic Legacy Season 2. Which, I mean, I guess it isn't that old, but it seems old when there's all this new stuff coming out. Oops. Oh, their faces are drying. That's cool. Hmm. I wonder. So I didn't really think this through, and it wasn't intentional, but like because I do a light-ish coat when the face is drying, like some of the gray, it's still like grayish, which I might just leave it as one coat because that kind of fits with the old doll look, creepy doll look. That might work well. I love this last one. That coat wasn't very good. Oh, Yoni Colosso. Just received your Kickstarter copy of The Seventh Continent. Nice. Are you gonna play it? How many players are you gonna play it with? I've heard it's like better with one or two players. One of the new games I want to try is the Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle Earth. Because I like Lord of the Rings. And it looks fun. Oh, whoops, I just got paint on his face. I've been trying not to buy too many games because we're kind of at limit on our shelf space. Although we did just buy some games over the weekend because there was a Memorial Day sale at our game store. But they were small games and or escape room games. So escape room games it's okay to buy because you play it once and then we can get rid of it. So it's not really taking up space on our shelf. Hmm. So yeah, I'm not sure like the best way to to all of the get paint on all of the things on the other side of the mini is tough. There's a lot of spots. Hmm. So the goal about painting multiple of these at a time is like I could use the same color, and then by the time I finish on this one, like the first one will be dry, hopefully. Well, at least the faces are dry now, so I can start painting near that again. So that's cool. So one of my friends told me like a method that they have for painting multiple at the same time is you have them on like all of the minis mounted on a stick thing or something, and then you can just assembly line them. And I guess that's nice to have them mounted on something too, so then you don't get paint all over your fingers like I'm doing. But I don't have a stick thing or like putty stuff to mount them. Okay. So now this off or have like face and claw thing with a base on that. And then the hair, I'll do hair. Okay, looks like the hair is black. It is hair right now. Oops. Okay, Dario says they use sticky putty or paste. Not sure the English word. And stick it on one of the paint pots. Very easy. Yeah. Yeah, some sort of like putty thing. It's like removable putty stuff, right? Not like permanent glue or anything. I think. But yeah, I don't have that. And I guess I could get some at some point. I should. So now I'm trying to roll up my sleeves without getting paint on them because I always get paint on them. Yeah. Oh, and last time I was talking about using a wash. I didn't do it on the stream. I did it a couple weeks ago just on my own, and it seemed like it worked okay. So that was my first time doing that, but I guess I can show you. I used this it's like floor gloss, and so I mix it with water, and then just mix it with black paint, a little bit of black paint, and then put it over this guy. So I don't know, maybe I don't know if I did enough black, but there's a little bit of shadow in his hair now, so. But I was scared to make it too dark because I didn't want it to go over everything, because I don't know how it works. But I guess it just like stays in the crevices nicely, which is cool. Maybe since these are the bad guys, I won't have to make them as detailed as the good guys too. I don't know. Don't want them to be too scary. Oops. Okay. So that's like the basic colors down, I think, for that one. I'm not sure how long it usually takes people to paint minis, but it's fun and relaxing, so time flies by. But I guess if you're trying to like paint them before you get the game played, then you have a deadline and it might be more less relaxing, more stressful, yes. Look at the word. But yeah, so I think we might be playing this on Saturday, so I plan to get these finished. Just these ones, not the other enemies, because there's a bunch of enemies, but just these ones finished, and then I'll spray a finishing coat on them too. So then all the heroes and these creepy crawlies will be done for that game. And maybe by the time we finish the game, I'll have all the minis painted at this pace. And by that time, I'll be able to play it with some more kids because my nephew's 3 right now. So by the time I finish painting all these minis, maybe he'll be old enough to play this. That's the way to keep it nice and relaxing, is have a really long deadline. Oh wow, it's nearly midnight in Belgium. Alright, bye Dario. Thanks for coming. And sleep well. So the hair is easy because I'm just doing black and not mixing any colors, so it's pretty easy. Hi, Hardboard Games. The creepiest minis ever. Yeah, I know. So luckily this is during the day for me, so I'm not gonna get nightmares from it, hopefully. It is only 2:30 p.m. here, so plenty of time to forget about them before it's time to go to bed. And hopefully having them painted won't like mess with our friend's daughter's enjoyment of the game. I don't think she was like scared of these things though. It might just be me in our group. Derek, have you tried painting miniatures? This is like my, wait, what did I say? It was my third game that I've painted. Second time painting minis. Well, second game painting minis. So, uh, yeah, I think with a little practice, you could be able to do it. Hopefully. Sometimes at conventions they have painting classes where they give you minis. Actually, yeah, at Dice Tower Con, I think the last couple of years at Dice Tower Con they've had painting classes led by Sam and Vernon, and they, if you get in, they give like a mini to each person, and they have paints for you to use, and then you can like they tell you some cool techniques, I think, and then you can try painting a mini. And the cool thing about it is like the minis are usually, if they're detailed minis, it's easier I think because you can just it's like coloring kind of. Um, and then even if you mess up when you look close, like most of the time when you're playing a board game, it's further away, so it still looks good. Yeah, I don't think they have the painting things on the cruise. I'm not sure though. But yes, that would be funny. Just like moving. All right. So I have now done the okay. The paint on my hand is dry, so I think I can grab this card to show you. So this is the picture reference. Yeah, and so I've done like the base color of the crab thing and the face and the eye, what's that, hair for each of them. This one's slightly different. This one had less of the paint on it, so more grayish showing through. So yeah, now I'm deciding. So actually, kind of like, oh yeah, as I Heart Board Game says, there's a lot of YouTube videos about painting. Yeah, like Rob Oren has a bunch of resources and stuff, and Sam also, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I think I kind of like how it wasn't a complete coat for these because it makes them look creepier. So usually when I'm painting, let's see, yeah, I'm going to leave it like that, except for I'll touch up some of the part where I had the hair bleed over into the face, but usually I would do like multiple coats to cover up the gray underneath, but because like if you can see, here's a good example. You see this video in the camera that so like that's not completely uniform color, and there's like you can see the gray between it. So usually I would do another coat or try to make it look better, but because they're supposed to be like creepy old toy things, I think I might leave it like that because I think that adds to it. It makes it look more creepy and old. Totally intentional. I guess that's a cool technique that I accidentally figured out. Yeah. No. So I'm just gonna try to. I'll just add some more of the yellowish stuff to make sure, because I think I spilled some black over into the crab legs, and just make sure that all of the undersides have paint, have some sort of color on them. Okay. There. Now it's just the details left, so I think I have a smaller brush. Yeah, okay, this is a 0 brush. So yeah, my equipment, if you want to know about that, is just like cheap stuff I got, or I either got it on sale, or I got like a big pack of brushes at Michael's. My paint palette is a plate. A bunch of this is just dried paint from before because I use the same plate over and over. And then I have a paper towel. I was considering making a wet palette at some point. I think you need like a sponge and parchment paper. I haven't gotten around to doing that. I do have parchment paper now. I didn't used to, but I got some for like baking. So I no longer have that excuse of not having parchment paper. So maybe next time I'll have wet palette. It'll be really fancy. And then yeah, I just have these like acrylic paints that I got from Michael's. This is white. And I mix colors. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the details of face. So they have red lips, one eye, ball, and the other one's just black gap of death. Let's see, I'm just showing you the creepy picture the whole time. So yeah, the red lip, and then there's the one eye. I'm not sure how, if I'm actually going to try to do the whole eyeball, because that's kind of detailed. It's got like an actual blue eye. Huh. Anyway, I'm doing the lip right now. That's the easiest of them. See, I just got the pink and just like with the tiny brush that I have, just did it across, go line across where the lips are. Yeah, at least it's just one eyeball. Although there's 4 of them, so I have to do 4. Okay. And then the eyeball. So it does have like a regular white eye pupil, so maybe I'll do that first. And then I'll do a blue dot and then a black dot inside. That'll probably approximate an eyeball. Oops. It's kind of light blue, so I'll mix blue and white here. Oh, it's not dry yet. Actually, it's not dry yet, so I'm going to work on the crab details. The hair doesn't need any details because it's just, that's done, I think. But the crab has like yellow on the eyes and then some rust colored and some like weird blue. Is that like iron spots? Or, that's iron, right? That turns green? Or is it? I don't remember. Or no, copper, right? Copper turns green when it oxidizes. Anyways, it has that color spots on it. Do you have plans with the bases? So yeah, for the bases, I've just been painting them. So if you see my other ones, like this is one of the heroes. So I just painted the basic color. So for the, I'll do that at the end after I finish this. I'll paint the base. So I'm like just being messy with the bases because I'm gonna paint over it. But yeah, I'm not sure what color. Maybe like a creepy gray color. Something. I don't know. Just some sort of creepy color. But yeah, like the really cool miniatures. I just went to KublaCon this weekend, which is a convention near where I live in the Bay Area for Memorial Day weekend, and they had like a mini painting competition, and they had a display case with all these minis that were really elaborate. They had like, gradients, and some of the minis were pretty big. I keep dropping them. I guess another advantage of having a putty thing would be like it's easier to hold on to so you don't drop it. But anyways, yeah. So some of those minis, they have really fancy bases too. Like they have grass on them and like 3D stuff. Yeah. But I've never done any of that and don't have like materials to make fancy bases. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, so I just paint color on it. And that's easy. And it looks okay, I think. And these will probably all be the same color, I think, because they're all basically the same thing. Although one of them might be a leader, I'm not sure. I'll have to check the cards. But yeah, in this game, the bases are all different shapes. Like this is circle, this is a pentagon, and then they match the shape on a card. So that's how you know which one is activating. So on the card, I'll show you after I finish the fourth. There's eyeballs. Yeah, so on this card, you can see this has a pentagon and it's a normal character. So then, I don't know if the other ones are all normal or. Yes, so it looks like the circle one is a leader. Yes. Yeah, see? So maybe that guy will have a different color base, because then it'll be easier for us to tell that that's the leader. So I might have like all of them the same color, except for the circle one have Be maybe like a darker, lighter shade or a different color. I'm not sure exactly yet for the bases. Cameron said, still haven't played Stuffed Fables and got it ages ago. Yeah, I actually have only played it a couple times. It's so uh, we've been playing with my friend's daughter, um, or like with our friend and his daughter, and so it's been hard to schedule time with them. And we're in the middle of chapter 2, and so like the last time we played was a few months ago, I think, and then I think we're trying to schedule one for this Saturday to finish up chapter 2, but that's like just the beginning of the game. So, but yeah, first I painted it, or we played it without it painted, and then I had the heroes painted first, and then now I'm working on some of the bad guys. But yes, these are the creepiest, or I think they're the creepiest monsters. Not in terms of like actually defeating them in the game, but in terms of what they look like. Alright, I think this might work out. So now I'm just like doing a dot of blue for the eye, in the middle of the eye. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, they're basically crabs with human heads. So, like, in the game, there are these discarded old toys, and so this is a picture of it. I think it's like doll heads and then crab, like mechanical type crab that made out of metal there, um, attached to that. So, if you've seen Toy Story, kind of like the one in Sid's room where they perform surgery on the toys. Is it late for you, Cameron? Cameron? It's afternoon for me, so by the time I go to sleep, I'll be over this. Okay, so I'm trying to make the pupil of this eye. So I try to put a black dot in the middle of the blue. Hopefully that works. Okay. Okay. I guess that was okay. Good enough. Oh, probably another thing I could do for this is use a toothpick. Oh, it's 11 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, a toothpick is probably also good for small dot things. But okay, so now I put there's a blue and then the black pupil. So I'm done with the eye, I think. And then the other eye is just black, and you've got some like black scab thing here. Which I guess if I do the wash, it'll probably get that. But I'm gonna put black in there anyway, I guess, just to make sure. There. So I think I'm done with the face for that one. Oh, thank you. Um, So this is like the eye is actually indented here in the miniature, which is neat. So I don't know if you can see, but like this eye, it's actually indented in the miniature, so it's realistic. But it's got a gap. Okay. So I think all I have left now is the like rusty colors and then doing a wash. So I'm just gonna do like a greenish color here, and then I'm gonna dilute it with hot water. Yeah, it is an empty IS socket. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. And so it has like blotches of this green stuff on here. So just blah, 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 blah. Blotch. Blotch. And then it also has blotches of red on the other side. I don't know if that's blood or rust. They look the same. So I'm going to do this, like a similar thing. Dilute it down with water, like a dark reddish color. And then blotch it on these. So it's like on there, on this claw. And then the legs. I don't know if that was diluted enough. Dab it. Okay, so now I'm blotching it and then like dabbing at it with a paper towel. And that looks kind of like rust or blood or something, I guess. Whoops. Oh, that works pretty well. That was an experiment and it worked. So that's cool. Okay. Alright, so I think that's it for, okay, so I think that's it for the mini part, and then I have to do the base and then wash it, but it's been an hour, so it's probably time to sign off, but I can just describe what I'll be doing. Let's see, so yeah, I have these, so I have 4 of these now. I'm going to paint the bases some color. I haven't decided yet. Maybe gray, because I was thinking of matching like the card. It's gray on the bottom. And then the leader is the circle one, which will be a different color base, so it's easier to tell. And then I will do it with the wash, so that was this thing. Oh, I was thinking it might be blood of like enemies they've killed. Like not their own blood, but other toys' bloods. But the toys don't have blood because they just have stuffing. So yeah. But yeah, so and then the wash is gonna be with this. So I had Googled like I don't remember. My friend said they use this, and then so I Googled it, and it says you use 1 part of that to 4 parts water, which I mixed together here, and then I mix that with black and then just paint it over there with a big paintbrush, and it kind of seeps into the cracks. And it also gives it kind of like a coating, but I'm still going to spray it with like a clear coating. And then I'll be done. But this is the end of the stream, so I'm not going to be doing that on stream. Sorry. But yeah. So thanks for joining me for the Stuffed Fables mini painting. Here's one of them that I painted. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'll stay on a little bit and answer if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll go and wash my hands. I think I didn't get anything on my sleeves for like the first time ever, but I'll probably find something later on my sleeves because there's always paint on my sleeves whenever I paint. But yeah, hope everyone has a good tabletop day or CMON Expo or UK Games Expo or whatever you're doing this weekend. Just regular game day, that works too. Do I like near and far? I've only played it like a partial time, so I don't really know. And like we were having trouble learning it from the rulebook, so I didn't actually get like a full experience of the game, so I'm not sure if I like it. But I did not like Above and Below. But I don't know how similar that is to Near and Far. I might have liked Near and Far a little bit better. But yeah, I didn't get to finish the game and was kind of confused by the rulebook. But yeah, the reason I didn't like Above and Below was because I thought it was going to be more storytelling. I like Tales of Arabian Nights, which is just like all just the story in the book, and then Above and Below took away from that. But then I heard Near and Far is more of the storytelling, or like more like what I would have liked. But yeah, I don't really remember the partial play I did. Do I like Smash Up? Smash Up I have also only played once. I think it was also a partial play. But yeah, I kind of liked it. It's not one that I would get because I don't like a lot of games. I don't get the card games that have a lot of cards. There's like a bunch of different cards, and you'd want to like, have them all, and that can get overwhelming, I guess. But yeah, it was. What I played was fun. It might go a little long because like we cut it short, and I thought that was like a good amount of time. But maybe the full game might go a little long for me, or for what it was. But it was enjoyable. But I've only played once, and there's like a lot of different factions, so I definitely have not experienced the full extent of Smash Up. Alright, so looks like that's it for questions. Do I have, one more question. Do I have any pets? I do not. My husband's allergic to cats and dogs. My parents have a dog, and I grew up having, well, when I was a kid, we had a dog, and I had hamsters, birds, and I used to catch bugs and keep them as pets for very short amounts of time. And I think we had a lizard at one point. But yeah, I don't have any pets now. I like dogs though, and my parents still have a dog, so when I visit them, I get to play with the dog. So that's cool. I get to have the fun of playing with the dog without having to take care of one. I live in the Bay Area in California, San Francisco Bay Area, and I will not be at Origins. I've never been to Origins. Yeah, that's kind of far, but yeah, and then like that weekend I'm busy anyway, so I'll be visiting my parents and playing with their dog. But yeah, so thanks everyone for coming and watching. Hope, I don't know if it was inspirational. You can start painting your own minis or playing Stuffed Fables. It'll be fun. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. And have a good weekend, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.